Season 2 is here, and so is the lore for Season 2. Now, if you guys didn't see the trailer for Marvel Rivals Season 2, it is all about the hero that everybody is going to be playing for the next 3 months, absolutely gooning over for the next 3 months, is Emma Frost. Now, her lore page is really interesting because if you saw the trailer for Marvel Rivals Season 2, they're at a big party, big gala, all the different X-Men and superheroes and all the fun stuff. They're having a grand old time, and then all of a sudden, Ultron comes bursting through the door, and and we have to fight Ultron, and that's the whole map. That's the map, the new map of Hellfire Gala, which is what it's called. And this lore, I think it's super interesting because it's basically it's a scene. Like a dialogue between Storm, Magneto, and Emma Frost. So apparently, Emma Frost, Magneto, and Storm are like they're supposed to be chairmen, like they're head of the mutants, pretty much at Krakoa. Now, I guess they're supposed to be there as like political figures, council figures, sort of like the Council in Arcane. If you've seen that show, it's a fantastic show. If you haven't seen it, you should totally watch it. But basically, it's a scene between her. Emma Frost, talking, or basically giving the idea, or trying to persuade Magneto and Storm to basically pay for another a Hellfire Gala, which they're totally not in the position to do, because all the mutants, there's supposed to be like a whole bunch of mutants at this table, but there's only 3. So like, there's been some wars going on, which they talk about that Wolverine had for some reason joined the humans in fighting against the mutants, I accidentally, I think, but people, even Storm is saying that it was a rash idea, and even though she tries to like, she tries to stand up for him, but she's just like, Wolverine just did his freaking stupid thing by doing that. But this whole scene is Emma basically proving what she's good at, which is persuasion, using not her telepathic abilities, but her normal abilities of being able to persuade people to put on a party, because she likes putting on a party. She's apparently, in addition to the time entanglement thingy, that Doom did before. So Krakoa is basically has been transported to 2099, as per what Doom did with the time stream entanglement. And she's now found herself in a trade war with Alchemax because the mutant world of Krakoa has this amazing flower which they could use to heal people, the whole bunch of stuff, and use as medicine, which Alchemax has not been able to do successfully for a while. So Emma Frost has been taking a whole bunch of Alchemax's clients, and therefore wants to put on a party to schmooze people in creating a much more positive view of the mutants now that they're able to cure a whole bunch of people's diseases. So through all of that, Storm and Magneto finally say yes to the party. But this is when things get a little weird. I'm gonna read you the last, the last couple paragraphs. You ready? You ready? Because they introduce a character that I'm not even quite sure who it is. It could be Ultron, or it could be Krakoa itself, like the god, the deity figure. But here we go. Before Emma departed from the grove, she heard a sound inside her head. A deep rumbling voice calling to her in an unintelligible language. She turned back to gaze upon the giant face of Krakoa itself, which had manifested on the giant tree at the center of the quiet council chamber. Emma walked over and put a gentle hand on the tree's surface. "Don't worry, dear," she said. "I haven't forgotten about you. I know you've been suffering since your trip through the time stream, but if all goes as planned, your pain will come to an end soon enough. I know the perfect person to help you, a very special doctor, but let's just keep that fact between you and me for the moment." And as Emma Frost began to walk away, she turned back and held her index finger to her lips, signaling for Krakoa to remain silent. Because if the Quiet Council knew our little secret, they would never have voted yes. So, is this Krakoa? Like the whole land, who the whole land is based off of? Or I honestly thought, I don't look, I might be completely wrong. It could be Krakoa, and I'm just being dumb. That it could be Ultron? I don't know. That because in the trailer he bursts in and because he somehow knows where they're all partying and stuff. I don't know. And then the doctor, very special Doctor Strange, or is it a different doctor? I don't know. I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. Which is why I'm making this video, because her lore is super interesting, but we know as to why she gets thrust into the action. And it's because of Ultron. Ultron starts attacking everybody and henceforth creates the Hellfire Gala map. The season 2 story I'm absolutely in love with so far, and the whole idea of it being a party is I love that, because it's just gonna be a party for everyone to come and play the game, and it's sort of a double meaning that you're playing a party and you're having a party playing with friends. I think this season definitely has the potential to be one of the best seasons because of the hype around it, basically because of anyway, I'm gonna leave this episode here. If you have any more bits of lore you want me to dive into, let me know, and I will definitely do it. Let me know what you think about the lore down in the comments below. If you have any more, if you have anything else for me to add, or, if you have anything else to add to it, or if there's anything else in season 2 that I just don't know of yet. I haven't done the events yet. Season 2 literally just came out, so I haven't had a bunch of time to get into it yet. But once I read all the gallery cards and things like that, I might do another video to update on the lore. But anyway, tell me what you guys think down in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!